Chapter 6. Out and About. P-Funk is scheduled to be released at 12:01 a.m. He tells Killer to come at 7:30 a.m. because he wants the fellas to see him leave in style. Knowing his day has finally came to be released, New York, New York, Home Sweet Home comes to mind. After thinking about returning for month after month, he decides to leave his past where it is. But oh boy, would he like to meet up with Fitty, just for a second. Walking up to admissions to get released is a hell of an adventure. It feels as if the clouds are transporting an angel back to earth. But for some, it's like the devil being transferred to heaven. Open season on the innocent. All the other inmates and convicts are watching P-Funk as he strolls through the jail, giving dab and shout-outs. All of his crew walk with him, reminding him to write back, send some money, and some even ask him to stop by their family spot and or check on the chick that's supposed to be holding them down. At the end of the corridor, he gets the ugly face from dudes hard pressed for some sidewalk therapy, believing it should be them instead of him. He hears one cat and an officer say, "He'll be back. He's one of those rebellious types, wants to rule the world and the people in it." He just smiles and wishes them the best. His main man, Lil Luch, runs up saying, "Make 'em pay, baby. Get yours before they get theirs." P-Funk laughs on the inside, stating, "It gets greater later." Hugging his crew before stepping through the door, P-Funk calls them all to attention. Yo, listen up for a minute. This is what I'll do. Whoever writes and needs a few dollars, I'll handle that. If you want some flick, I'll handle that. As far as writing back, y'all know how shit can get once I'm out and about, so just keep in touch. When I'm situated, I should be able to sit down and write back. As far as checking on those chicks, I'll do that only once, or if I happen to see them in traffic. But if she's true to the game and shows love, I'll make sure my hustler's wife hold it down. True story. As P-Funk walks through the gate, he remembers that he never responded to Chico's letter. Shit, I gotta get with my man. Paul Ford? Yes. Show us your inmate ID. It's right here. Thank you. Your personal effects are right there on the counter. Please strip down out of your institutional clothing and put those on. Yes, Paul stated while putting on all peanut brown Louis Vuitton sweatsuit with matching sneakers and platinum Cartier wristwear and personality shades. He smiles and smells like a superstar. Good googity moogity. Finally, P-Funk states as he takes his first breath of freedom. Yeah, motherfuckers, they didn't let me out. The champ is here. Chumps get in fear. The first thing I need is a platinum 4-carat diamond necklace and a ring to offset this look. Then a little freak so I could twist her back out and get that 100,000 Dago Jeff and Iran said they put up for my investments. Meanwhile, his crew was looking crazy when Killer's limo pulled up and P-Funk jumped in. Butch, Muhammad, Wayne Beck, and Huckabuck are debating on what type of limo it is. It's a Bentley. Nah, it's a Rolls Royce. Man, it's one of them Maybach thingamajig. Wody, I'm telling y'all, it's a Lexus limo. I just seen that shit in Car and Driver magazine. Stop lying. Hating ass Smiley interjects. That's one of them old ass Lincolns. Nigga, when you ever seen a Lincoln that could fly, big six ass? Once Killer and P-Funk get comfortable in the limo, Killer hands P-Funk $20,000. There's some fly-ass condos I want you to check out, right off Manhattan Boulevard. While Killer's describing the condos, P-Funk grabs a black men's magazine from the stack. Yo, this magazine keeps some fly honeys in it, he says. I didn't know you knew about these black magazines, Killer shoots back. Man, in jail we get all the new mags, some a month in advance, P-Funk responds. Well, I know you fell in love with that one, Killer states while pointing to the one with the honey-hued princess on it, who had a body that plastic surgeons get paid millions for. Nah, homie, I fell in love with a few old men, P-Funk says, sounding real southern and never looking up from the mag. Killer is speechless, thinking, The fuck this nigga talking about? P-Funk knew he caught Killer off guard. He looks up and smiles. Don't worry, homie. I'm not sexually in love with them, just lustfully in love. After saying that, he looks back at the mag. Killer's mind is racing. I can't believe this nigga's a blade. Shit. That jail must have turned my nigga out. Fuck, I gotta keep my eye on this nigga. This nigga ain't gonna get no respect on the streets like this. I gotta get rid of this nigga. First Katie Red, now P-Funk. Man, what's the world coming to, he thought. After a few minutes, P-Funk breaks Killer's train of thought. Ah, yo, kid. When I said I fell in love with a few old men, I was talking about Ulysses Grant, Benjamin Franklin, Solomon Chase, Woodrow Wilson, and George Washington. Killer smiles and gives P-Funk dap. Now that was gangster, Killer says and continues. Who's Solomon Chase and Woodrow Wilson? Solomon Chase was the state treasurer who's on the $10,000 bill. The bill isn't in public circulation anymore, but the banks still use them to transact with each other. Woodrow Wilson was the 28th president. His face is on the $100,000 bill. Speaking of 100K, I have to get that money Iran left to start my ventures and investing with, P-Funk excitedly says. Why didn't you tell me about them or the money? I could have got my chick to invest it in this law firm I'm on too. It wasn't nothing big to mention. There are old heads Iran left a lot of things to. Plus, they just informed me about this a few days ago, P-Funk says. 100K is $1 million in the hood, Killer responds. P-Funk just smiles as he focuses in on Jessica Rabbit. Meanwhile, Killer sits in deep thought. Damn, this nigga done changed. He thinking about investing and shit like that. They say when cats go to jail, they pick up sneaky and low down ways, recognizing game a mile away. He's my main man, but if he's on some I owe him something for fucking all that weed up, it's a problem. Niggas come home from jail thinking the streets owe him something, and with that 100K, he may try to work his hand and become the man again. I need to keep an eye on him. That thought made Killer X out the condo and give P-Funk his hideout in the cutoff. The house is fully furnished. All the gadgets a bachelor pad would have. Plasma screen, PSP2, surround sound system, studio, gator tank, and abundance of clothes, shoes, sneakers, and condoms. This spot is right in the midst of Killer's turf. He has hustlers working right at the corner. While Killer's in thought, P-Funk thinks about the letter Dago and Jeff sent him. Remember, a lot of shit has changed. Be careful who you allow in your square. Niggas change just like bitches. So always find out what the people around you are thinking so you'll be able to foresee their actions. Good luck. Let us know if you need anything. And invest your money, the 100K, at Torio's bank. P-Funk interrupts Killer's thoughts. Put me there. Killer snaps out of it. Huh? Give me that thought, P-Funk says. I was thinking, why pay for a condo when I have a laid out spot in the cutoff not too far from my Rand's old spot? P-Funk smiled at the mention of his mentor's name. That sounds cool, P-Funk said. Killer instructs the driver to head over to the cutoff. By the way, I have a freak that lives across the street from the spot. You can hit that whenever, Killer says. Good looking out, P-Funk responds. I know Ashanti is out of the question, but I would hit that if I was you, homie, says Killer. Nah, homie, I gotta rep what's right. For me to give anything would be counterproductive to the lesson she needs to learn. Never hurt what you love, P-Funk said. The both of them laugh and continue to rehash old times. Once you get settled in, I'll show you the baby mansion I have built for me and my fiance. It should be ready in a minute, Killer says. Later that night, Killer brings P-Funk to a nice laid-back club on Combination Ave. The chicks were asking Killer to introduce them to P-Funk as soon as he ordered a bottle of Louis, as if they could tell he was a major figure and just home from jail. It's a worldwide fact that chicks prefer that jailhouse dick to any other. Baby daddy, cousin Harry, Mo, or Larry ain't got a chance in hell if that jail meet's near. Just ask Sherelle, who's all up in P-Funk's face. What's up, Daddy? Sherelle asked. Ain't nothing, Ma. Just trying to break the ice, responded P Funk. You want some company? Sherelle said as she slid in next to P Funk. They talked for a few minutes and exchanged numbers. P Funk asked her to lean closer as he wants to whisper something in her ear. Look down. You think you can handle all this? He says while showing her his print. Damn. All that's yours? Sherelle stated seductively. Yeah, and I got that just by looking at you, P Funk says in a husky voice. Hold up for a minute. Let me tell my girls I'm leaving with you. Just as Sherelle says this, shots were fired. Killer immediately grabs P Funk and ran to the limo. We out, son. It seems as if it's the wrong night to hang out. What you want to do? Killer asked. Shoot to the spot and chill. I'll call that chick and have her come over, P Funk says. On the way to the spot, Killer took the long route, giving P Funk a chance to enjoy the nightlife. Tasha, aka Red, a notorious project chick with a body better than Buffy the Body, stood on the corner waiting for the light to turn red so she could cross the street and head to the Fisher Projects. P Funk spots that booty from a mile away and tells Killer to have the limo pulled over. Seeing who it was, Killer says, Man, you don't want none of that. Just get us pulled over and stop trying to cock block. Killer has the driver toot the horn and pull up by Red. She stops, wondering who's in the car. P-Funk jumps out and starts to lay his mag down. After a few minutes of small talk, they head back to the limo. Ain't you Killer? Red asks. Nah, that's my twin, Killer responds. Take us to the spot, P-Funk says, grinning from ear to ear.